Hey there, Seaman235 here. I am back to talk about quite a number of things with the Sonic series. We got a new TV show and the third video game in the Nintendo and Sega partnership thing, whatever you want to call it. I guess you could call it the Nintendo Sega Partnership Trilogy, I guess if you want to say that, because it started with Sonic Lost World, it continued with Mario and Sonic 2014, and Soshi. It continued with Mario and Sonic 4, I'll say that. and, and for the final game, it is going to be I'm guessing the start of a new TV series known as Sonic Boom. And I know that there's a video game and a TV series, but I think the video game is like going to be maybe the start of the whole story, and then the TV series is like going to continue it somehow. I guess that's what it's going to do, or who knows? Maybe it's its own story altogether, and it takes place after the first season of Sonic Boom or something like that, and that's what it's called, Sonic Boom. I know a lot of people have had mixed reactions to this, mainly with the character designs. I don't know what they think about anything else. I guess that's what I should talk about first, since that's the most controversial thing right now. I think the character designs are fine. Sonic, it looks a bit weird, but it's grown on me, so it doesn't really bother me too much. Tails actually looks pretty cool. I actually do like Tails' look. He seems a bit more, how should I say it, he seems a bit braver. He looks a bit braver than he is, like, from his expressions and from him helping Sonic. I don't know if he's gonna have the same personality as he does in the games, or maybe he's gonna be like a more, what's a good word? I don't want to say violent, because I know he's not gonna, he's gonna, destroy things out of revenge or anything like that, but he's gonna be, I guess, he's braver than in the TV series. From what I've been seeing of Amy, she looks like she's a caveman or something like that. Like, she looks, I don't know what happened with her design. Her design looks cool. From what I've seen of the trailer, like, there's a scene in the game trailer where Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails and Amy are falling. Amy's the only one that lands on her 2 feet. Everyone else just, hits the floor. I don't know if Amy's gonna be, kind of like, a bad. I don't know what she's gonna be like. Like, she's gonna be like a badass or something like that, or that at least they're trying to make her seem that way. In which that case, I'd actually like that, because Amy in the games is annoying. Not terrible. She isn't the worst female character in the Sonic series. I'd say that what would that go to? I guess Cream, because she has the most annoying voice ever. Ever. But, Amy I don't really like her in the games, I'm sorry. She's just pain to listen to. Her new voice sucks. I hope they don't bring her new voice in the TV show, to be honest. Like, if she's gonna be one of those badass girls, I don't want her to have a Minnie Mouse voice. I don't know, it just doesn't fit. It's like seeing, Samus, and then hearing her voice on the other end, it's like the same voice as Minnie Mouse, and that just doesn't work. She's like gonna be something like, what's a character that I can relate to? Like, she's gonna be a character like Samus or Lara Croft or something like that, I'm guessing. I think Lara Croft would fit a little more, just because, she actually goes on adventures in, in similar places to the settings of how Sonic Boom's settings look, only, a lot less cartoony, more realistic. I don't know, she just seems like she's going to be that character from her design, and she's going to seem like that, during that scene, in the cutscene. I don't know, because she's actually going to help them in the fight, so I'm guessing that's what she's going to be like. My only gripe with, the character designs, Amy's alright. Tails, I think, got the best design. Sonic, he's got a pretty good design. And, I have seen Dr. Eggman's through the TV show, and he's probably going to be in the games. I mean, It's Dr. Eggman. They have to include him in the games. It's Dr. Eggman. They can't, I mean, remember the last time they made a game without Dr. Eggman and had Sonic with a sword? It didn't turn out so well. Okay, it wasn't because Eggman wasn't in it. It was because, from what I heard, it has a lot of other problems. I never played Sonic and the Black Knight, so I wouldn't know. Sonic and the Black Knight I heard was terrible, so and just from concept alone, I just, like, oh, I think I'm gonna really hate this game. So I just decided to pass on it. Maybe I'll play it one day, just to play it at the very least, since I am a Sonic fan, so one day. Though I didn't really like Secret Rings that much. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Sonic Boom. Dr. Eggman's design, he looks, cool, I guess, yeah. We haven't seen his full design, we've only seen him in the, in his, Aid-O-Matic, Aid-O-Manic, something like that. I forget what it was actually called. I think it's just called the Eggmobile. The new designs look cool. My only gripe with the character designs is Knuckles. Now, I don't hate Knuckles' design. I don't think it's, like, gonna ruin the game or anything, but Knuckles' design looks really, really weird. I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. I mean, I like that they gave him, now it actually looks like he has muscle, so he has the right to be called Knuckles. Because, in the games, you know, he was kinda scrawny. He looks really scrawny. You don't really get really strong character from Knuckles unless you see those big hands or those big gloves. Maybe the hands are inside there and then the gloves are just so huge and that's what makes him strong. I don't know. I never got the huge gloves. But Knuckles looks really weird. I didn't really like his design. I'm sure I'll grow accustomed to it, but, you know, it doesn't really... I don't know, it just looks weird. Anyway, that's pretty much most of the character designs. The robots, I guess I should talk about the robots. The only one I really remember is, what was his name? Burnbot, I think it was Burnbot. It is in the TV, clip that we saw with, Sonic fighting Dr. Eggman's machine. I think it was called Burnbot, even though it has claws. And Sonic was all smack-talking, as usual. One thing I am glad they got is some of the voice actors. Now, I'm not saying all of them. Like, Amy's voice actor, I think, should be changed. Just looking at her design and hearing the Minnie Mouse voice and what I think of what her character is going to be like in this universe, I don't know, it just wouldn't feel right. It just was like she would be really weird to see, like, a violent version of Amy, and she's always been violent, but a more violent version of Amy, and she sounds like this, and this just doesn't, I am glad they got Tails' voice actor back. I think they did anyway. It sounds similar, and I know they got Roger Craig Smith back, so you can tell Roger Craig Smith's Sonic from anywhere, and Mike Pollock as Dr. Eggman. You can't get rid of him. I mean, Mike Pollock, as of this point, is the only person who can play Dr. Eggman. The only other person I could remember who could play Dr. Eggman is whoever played him in the Sad AM series and, Dean Bristow, the guy who played him in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. And, I believe Sonic Shuffle as well, and Sonic Heroes. I think that was it. I could be wrong. And I'm gonna cut, because, I only have a 10-minute limit. Cut! And I'm back! Anyway, that's pretty much it for the character designs. I like them all personally. I like them all except for Knuckles, really. I'm sure Knuckles will grow on me a bit, so it shouldn't be too bad. It might be like my feelings towards Oshawott at first when Pokemon Gen 5 was announced. I didn't like the thing. It looked ugly, but then it grew on me because I guess I liked Samurott so much. Yes, I am one of those people that actually likes Samurott. Anyway, a side note, tell me what you think of this, if I can get a good shot of it. What do you think of this, Batman Superman shirt. Got it for the new movie that's coming out. And you can definitely expect, when a trailer comes out, I definitely want to do an opinion thing on that. In fact, I probably should do that for Captain... Yeah, I should start doing that from now on. After this, I might do, like, my opinions on some of the Super Bowl trailers, like Captain America's trailer, and, Amazing Spider-Man's new trailer. Well, both of them have new trailers, so I might do that, but anyway, I'm getting off topic again. About the game. First off, the game looks gorgeous. I mean, it's common thing with Sonic games now that every time they're announced, they look absolutely gorgeous, and when they're released, they're still absolutely gorgeous. You know, it kind of looks like a mix between a cartoonier Tomb Raider slash, I guess Uncharted, because I never actually played any of the... I have played, no, I haven't played any Tomb Raider games. I do own a few, but that's only because one of them was by a friend, and one of them was for my brother, and I never played those because I never cared. Sorry to any Tomb Raider fans, and I have not played any Uncharted games. But judging by the art style of those games, because I have seen those games in action, judging by the style of those games, it looks like a more cartoonier version of those. And it looks more like an adventure kind of game, which I like. I think with this kind of idea, it has potential. I actually really like that. The environments, again, look gorgeous. One's like a technology-based. I think that's going to be one of the final levels, just because of the fact that it looks like it's going to be like the Scrap Brain Zone, I guess, because... You know, Dr. Eggman loves his machine and his bases that can kill Sonic, though personally I think the only one that was actually really a threat out of all the bases that Eggman has created was, you know, in terms of final level bases, the only one that I really found threatening was, God, what was it? Scrap Brain Zone. I can't believe I forgot about that. Scrap Brain Zone. I had it in my head just ready to say it, and then I just forgot about it. Anyway, another one I heard was threatening was Eggman Land, but I've never played Eggman Land. I guess if you want to count Lava Mountain, that would be another hard one, though even that wasn't too hard. It was just the second act that can go fuck itself. Anyway, Sonic Boom, in terms of the game, again, the environment's look gorgeous. Really not a whole lot I can say about it. Oh, actually, one thing. Thank you for making other playable characters other than just Sonic. Thank you. Finally. It took you this long to bring playable characters back again. And from the way they look like they play similar to how Sonic plays. They look like that. And I hope they actually do that instead of making them have gameplay styles again. Multiple gameplay styles like in the adventure games. Don't get me wrong, I love the adventure games, but we all know what the adventure games' little multiple gameplay styles things led up to. Led up to the 15th anniversary abomination that I shall not say its name because, yeah, we don't want to be reminded of that. So... Thank you for making playable characters, again, you know, other playable characters. I don't know if they're going to have any other playable characters like Shadow or Blaze or Rouge or anything like that. I highly doubt it, to be honest. I highly doubt it, unless they might be like extra characters that play similar to how Knuckles or Sonic plays or something like that. Who knows? You know what, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what other characters will we see? In fact, I'll actually get back to that in a minute. What other characters... If we do see them, like, in the TV show, like, I don't think they'll appear in the game, but what about in the TV series? And will we see sequels to this game if it succeeds? But in terms of the characters, they all look like they play different enough, but they play similarly to Sonic. We actually see them running just as fast as Sonic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't get me wrong, Sonic's awesome and all, but we want other playable characters. We do want to see Shadow playable again. We want to see Blaze playable again. We want to see Tails, Amy, Knuckles, Silver even. Well, Silver really is the only one I think that should have a different gameplay style. And even then, it shouldn't take up too much of the game. he should play sort of how a mix of Sonic and Force Unleashed is how I think Silver should be playing as. But that can be saved for like another video if you want. If anyone wants me to talk about how Silver should play in a Sonic game if they bring Silver back. Which I highly doubt, considering no one wants to be reminded of 06. But come on, I like Silver. He was dumb in Sonic 06. I don't like him in Sonic 06. But the other games he's in, he's cool. And, you know, Silver's okay as a character. I mean, I like his abilities and all that. But in terms of everything else, what else is there? You know, the graphics I already said look gorgeous, different playable characters and all that. There's nothing really more I need to say about it, because we've only gotten a bit of gameplay. I don't know, it seems like it's going to control similarly to the adventure games, which actually, what do you think this game will play like? Do you think it will play like Sonic Lost World, or do you think it will play like the adventure games? Or better yet, do you think it will be like Sonic Heroes, where you can switch between the characters, and you'll be a team? Do you think that'll be the whole thing, the whole gameplay feature, is that there's going to be multiple characters and you can switch them? Like the speed, power, and flying, though what would Amy be? Would she be like, a more athletic Sonic or something like that? I don't know. No, it really all depends. Or maybe she'll be like a person who can do stuff that Knuckles can't or something like that. I don't know. You know, it could be something like Sonic Heroes. It could be something like, Sonic Adventure. You can switch the characters every time before you start a stage or something. And you don't have to play the story 4 times. Hopefully that will be a thing. I don't want to play the game 4 times. Please. Like, I understand, you know, 4 characters, but they all look like they're going to be working together. So make it either Sonic Heroes, kind of like Sonic Heroes, or kind of like Sonic Rush Adventure, actually, because in Sonic Rush Adventure, I haven't played it, but I have seen a Let's Play of it, Clements, and you can either choose Sonic to play as or Blaze. Before every stage you do, either choose Sonic or Blaze. Kind of do that with this if you want to as well, if you're not going to do the Sonic Heroes thing. But, after that, that's pretty much it for the game. Now to talk about the TV series. From the clip I saw, the animation looks gorgeous, by the way. The animation looks, just about as good as the CG in, Sonic Lost World. It looks really, really good. I'm very impressed with that. It's gonna be airing on Cartoon Network, and, I am excited for it, but here's my thing. Cartoon Network have been canceling shows left and right. Now, I understand Star Wars The Clone Wars, why that was canceled. I went off on a really stupid tangent, and I think I deleted that video even, because I just thought it was really, really stupid. Because, Star Wars The Clone Wars was canceled because of Disney. That's why. But, in terms of shows like Young Justice, Symbionic Titan, Green Lantern, Thundercats 2011... You know, all Beware the Batman getting canceled now. Jesus Christ. We've had so many canceled shows on other networks, too. Yes, we got Tron Uprising canceled on Disney XD, same with Motor City. But in terms of Cartoon Network, they've done it the most. So what will the future of this show be, like, after 1 season? Will that get canceled? Like that? Because it's successful? Will that be canceled because of that? And I gotta cut again. Cut. Anyway, back to the point I was going at. Will those shows, with those shows canceled, will this one be canceled if it's successful? And considering it's made by the same people as My Little Pony, which I have heard really good things about. I'm not a brony. I have not watched the show I have never watched an episode. From what I heard, it's good, and, you know, whatever floats their boat, you know, and I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I've heard good things about My Little Pony, so I'm gonna say it might be good. Yeah, and from the clip I saw, it looked good. You know, the voice acting looked adequate. It looked really, really good. The voice acting looked pretty good as well. Everything seemed top-notch in that clip, so I'm only hoping... You know, I don't mind if it's like a comedy somewhat or anything like that. I don't mind if it's something like Ben 10 Omniverse, where it's a comedy, but it also has action in it, and, you know, it's an action series. And it's somewhere around that kind of kid friendly. Yeah, because that fits Sonic. Only it's not Ben 10, it's Sonic. But it's lighthearted and fun to watch the action. It's for kids. And I don't mind that because it's Sonic. The cutscenes in Sonic Lost World, Sonic Colors, and Generations were like that as well. But what really worries me is Cartoon Network gonna cancel this series? If it's good, are they gonna cancel it? Or are you going to actually advertise this series? Now, I don't know if they've signed any contract with Cartoon Network to make sure it doesn't or something like that. I doubt they did. That's my only worry for this series is that, well, because I'm going to say right off the bat, the clip was good. I'm sure the show will be good. At the same time, my only worry is that, is it going to get canceled after one season? And I understand that, I'm just looking at the series now, and I really shouldn't be judging it then, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Cartoon Network has been canceling so many series. I'm used to it at this point. In fact, it'll be lucky if it gets past, 10 episodes at this point. Knowing Everywhere the Batman's getting canceled after 11 episodes. Which, by the way, Cartoon Network, fuck you. If you cancel this series as well, God, I'm going to have to give you a double middle finger. If you're lucky I haven't given you that already. But anyway, the clip looks good. It looks like a really fun series. I'm not expecting it to be dark or anything like Sonic Adventure 2 or Shadow the Hedgehog. God, I know a lot of people hate Shadow the Hedgehog's dark tone, but I actually like it just because it's so stupid and so out of place that it's funny. It's to me, it's so bad it's good. I understand people don't like it. That's fine. I understand why. But I don't know, I just find that really funny just because it's so bad. I guess all I can really do is speculate for the rest of this video, so why not drag this video out for another 10,000 minutes just speculating on certain things. What other characters will be in it? Will Shadow be in it somehow? Will they create a new origin for Shadow? Will Rouge be in it? Will Rouge be like a rival? Better yet, will Eggman come up with some kind of anti-Sonic team? And they could make, Shadow the new Sonic, and they could make Rouge like the new Knuckles, or new Amy if they want to, or even new Tails. Rouge could be all those things if she wanted to be. And, in fact, Rouge could be the same, the anti-Tails somewhat, and Omega would be the anti-Knuckles, because, Omega's really strong as a robot. And, I don't know what anti-Amy would be. Maybe, I don't think Blaze would be it, because Blaze is a hero, not an anti-hero. Maybe they'll bring in that crazy version of Amy in the comics. I do remember there being an anti-Amy in the comics. I don't know what she was called though. I think she was called Rosie the Rascal, which was her English name which was Amy's English name in the games at one point. That didn't stick. So, what other characters will they bring in? Will they bring in new characters? Will they bring in characters from the comics? Will Silver be from the future and he'll be like a future like an ancestor to Sonic or something like that? Or I don't know what they'll do with any future characters, if they do plan to bring them in the TV series, or if they just plan to keep it as the same 4 characters. Personally, I would actually like it if they branch out a bit to other characters, maybe even some from the Archie comics. I think that would be pretty cool. Because I'd like to see that. So, I guess all we can really do is speculate at this point, because we don't really have much gameplay footage. So, yeah. And from what I've heard, it's not done. Well, obviously the game's not finished. It's not out yet, but from what I heard, the game actually is not even, usually Sega waits to advertise their games until they're 70-something% complete. At least that's what I've heard. It's actually, this is like being announced like maybe when the game is like 50% done or something like that. They still have a long way before they release it. So there's also another Sonic game being announced for 2015. It is going to be multi-platform, so it's going to be for the PS4, the Wii U, and the Xbox One. So I'm going to be getting that. Possibly, if the Wii U version is different, I might get the Wii U version and the PS4 version. If it's going to be different, if it's going to be like a slightly down, if it's going to be a slight downgrade in graphics, like most of the games are for the PS4 and Xbox One right now, then I'll just stick with the PS4 version. Just the only game I have for it is Lego Avengers, and that won't stick forever, because I've only played 3 levels into that, and I put it down afterwards. I'm not really a big fan of the Lego games anymore. But, yeah, I'll play more of it. I'll play more of it eventually. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for me. Thanks for hearing me ramble for God knows how long. This video is going to turn out to be after I'm done editing it. And I will see you next time. I'm the C-Man 55, signing out.